Hey, how's it going, guys? Hope y'all doing well. Happy Thursday. I just now realized that's Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday. That's pretty good. And that means I got a 3-day weekend. Ooh, I got a 3-day weekend. And then the week afterwards, it's almost like a 3-day weekend because then the US side gets a Monday off. So, although these days there's only one meeting a day, so it's not that bad, to be fair. It used to be that there was a lot of meetings, but this year, basically, 2026 has been, thankfully, relatively meeting free, and that's just great. I like that. Plans for today are pretty simple. We set up and exported the animations yesterday for the heavy attack. So the plan today is to bring in the heavy attack. Bring that into the animation, bring that into Unreal, set it up, do all that. And then we can look into seeing which ones we're still missing. I think we're missing the hit one. And definitely the special attack ones, but I might use just the same animation for all of them just for now, because I feel like I'm going to be replacing the effects down the line, and if I'm replacing the effects, then the animation might change for them too. So I'll be 2 other ones that we need to do. Either way, first things first is let's bring in the right-click heavy attack. This is the light attack, obviously. So let's bring that in. GLB. So attack combo B. Port. You. This. Then we need to... I need to put the sword in the right place. Okay. Let's get rid of you. Oh, and I also need to do all the things here. So you, goodbye. Then... I need to select the gloves and do the masks. It's been a bit since I've done this, so I already forgot to. All of them? Seems like it. Vertex paint. Invert. Fill. Fill. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and position the sword. Maybe there's a better pose. Yeah, that's a better one. I need to remember, is it constraints? No. How do I attach this? How was I attaching this? Oh, that's right. I need to go to animation. Find the bone. I need the weapon R bone. Then go to layout. Select U. Shift select U. No. Oh, I did object. Oh. Aha! Good? Should be fine. Let's take a look. Take a look. Any issues anywhere? I might want to move this a little bit down. Hey Matthew, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this as the full thing. This is just B. And then let's go ahead and set this up as the first one. So here we want to do new folder attack combo B1. That how I named it? I want to keep it consistent. Oh, it's supposed to be under. Why is it not under attacks? If this needs to be under attacks, can I just move this? Is it gonna complain? Well, I just saved this, so theoretically I should just be able to move it and then be okay. Oh no! I was right. I was somewhat right because this is correct. It's just in here is where I do the versions. Attack combo B, right? Because here is the attack combo A1. Attack combo. Wait. Doing well. Hope your Thursday's going well as well. Save this here as the B1. There we go. Now I'm putting the right spot. Okay, so let's take a look at the animation. because we need to remove some. So we're keeping 0 to... You can do 0 to 9. Get rid of this. They'll give us 10 frames, which is easy to work with. Hey, Flick, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And now... What did I just hide? I'll hide you. And now we should have just the one attack. Working your own project, nice. Hopefully that's going well. Something tells me I'm going to want this to be faster. But I can always modify it to remove a frame. Ever complete a project? Well, this is my first game, so if you're talking about games, then no. If you're just talking about general projects, then yeah. But it depends on how you define a project. Definitely do not need it to be this wide, so... let's run this guy. And then, where's the camera? Okay, that's looking promising. Ooh, okay, so we actually do need... Goddamn, we actually do need to be wide. I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. White wide. Okay. I don't know why that is the way it is, but not the end of the world, let's be honest. I wish this render view would always reset back to what I had it open as. I know I could just keep it open and then it will stay that way, but then I have to keep moving it off screen and on screen. And what if I have it? What if I just do this and then I'll put it back into frame? Okay, you know what? Never mind. I can just use that. Just ignore it and put it back into frame. Okay, but that fits. It seems like, so I think we'll be okay. 180 should be fine, and yeah, 270 should be the same. Cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's save this. Yeah, because I already read it. Okay, so attack on B, and then B1. Oops. 1 sprites, and then just go. Hey, Joe, sir, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I want to let you know that literally the last time you were here, we were talking about how I dislike Sequencer. And literally the next day, I ran into headaches with Sequencer. The next day. With movie render queue and Sequencer. And I almost never touch it. It just happened to be on that I needed to render something. And literally the next day. Where it would just, oh yeah, it looks fine in Sequencer, and I click render, oh yeah, it's just black screen. Camera's not in the right spot. It's big fuck you. Hey, Revolutionary, welcome in. How's it going? I'll be doing well. If you're wondering what was wrong, I couldn't tell you what was wrong. It started working again when I just unhooked the camera and rehooked the same camera with nothing changed. You mean nice to Sequencers? Also will get you? Screw Sequencer. Watch my video about the roadmap of 5.8. 2 things. I mean, there were more than 2 things there. Finally put this in the right spot. Pixel over to the place where you should be. Two things you do care about, Linux. You're not German. You're supposed to understand jokes. And display and movie render graph is actually a request you made? Oh, I guess if you're rendering for the wall, but it's playback, I guess that would be the end display one. Hey, Kane, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What are these jokes? I don't know them either. And the size of this is 147. What's the button again? C. Resize canvas. 147 by 45. Apply. Ta-da! I want to do indexation on generate 18. It's 20 for this one. It's better than the non-indexed. So. All your projects are offline rendered? I mean, yeah, you're not doing runtime stuff. You're not making games. So it makes sense. You only care about Linux in your Docker containers. Aren't Docker shoes? And if they're shoes and they contain something, are you talking about your feet? All you care about is feet? we're Guy Kane. Look, we don't kink shame here, but I mean, read the room, man. He assumed I also like feet. I like having feet. I feel like it's a very useful thing. But that's pretty much where it ends. I like having them. I think that's all we need. Export. And then we open. You can draw a little happy face. This should be 10. I made it so it's like there's 10. Yeah. There's 10 frames. Making my life easier. I like it when things are easy. I'm a lazy bastard. Emphasis on the lazy. And the bastard. Yeah. Let's do split by tags. That's looking good. Then we export you. Open you. Edge normal. And then you. Bam, done. Okay. Let's load up Unreal. Is it Unreal opening? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, I missed the message. What's my game about? It's a deck building action RPG with 2D sprites and a 3D world. AR for the splash screen? I mean, yeah, why not? It's just for me. It's for me and for you guys to enjoy. It's basically the concept of the character. You love the new Gizmo stuff in EU5.8? It's really improved. I really don't like two things from the little I tried. Why is it when I move in an axis, it gives me centimeters and then meters? Like, to say I dislike that would be like a giant understatement. I despise that. I want it to be Unreal units, if anything. Why is it when I move things 650 units, it says 6.5 meters? I don't want it to say 6.5 meters. I wanted to say how many units I'm moving. And for my little testing, I couldn't find where that is. But dear God, that is... I hate it so much. Like a manipulator, you definitely think about me for the PCG edit? What do you mean? Why do you think about me about on the PCG edit? You're Dutch, you love centimeters. You know, 1 unit is 10 centimeters. But in Unreal, 1 unit is 1 centimeter. That's always been the conversion. But they've been always called Unreal units. It doesn't matter. I just don't want it to shorten anything. I just wanted to give me the number, and I don't care about any other thing. I don't want this. Why is it going from centimeters to meters? Now I have to, in my head, I'd be like, okay, well, what is like 5.38? Okay, gotta multiply it. Okay, so it's actually 50, right? That's 53.8, right? Why am I doing math? It's supposed to help me. Stop it. I think I've been waiting for 2.5 years. Yeah, because it's really cool. I'll probably never use it myself, but I thought it was really cool. It's great for virtual production and for you guys. It's great for rendering and cinematics and virtual production. I'm sure there are other places where it's useful. It's not really as useful in games, but yeah. One of the big things that people have complained about in virtual production land is, oh, we can't move things on the wall with PCG. Can you not have it be PCG? Well, now, fuck you. You can move it now. Shut up. That's basically where that comes from. Talk about the PCG manual edit? Yeah, moving the objects. Man, 1 centimeter, but you did check you did not pay attention to what you said. Oh, good. All good. Attacks. Attack combo D. Yeah, we're talking about the same thing. Yeah, it's super nice for virtual production if that's the main place where I want it for 2.5 years. Because everyone just complains, oh, we can't move it. Can't move it. I mean, I don't know. There's other issues with PCG on the wall, but that was last tested in 5.5. Freaking 5.8 is about to come out, so I don't know. Maybe some things are better now. Right on centimeter to meter, it looks like you need to do conversion because you're coming from freedom units. No, I want Unreal units. That's not what I'm talking about. When in 5.8, if I have an object at origin, or it doesn't matter, right? And I'm like, I want to move it 600 units to the right. When I moved it, it'll say I've moved it 6 meters. What I wanted to say, I've moved it 600 units because that is the number that I see here. I want it consistent. I don't want centimeter meters. I want it consistent. I put in 600. That was 600, not 6 meters. That's my like giant gripe. Like I don't use inches or centimeters or meters or anything when it comes to Unreal. I use just Unreal Unit. I want it to what the numbers are. I want it to be everywhere. That's it. I just want consistency. Simple person in that regard. But I don't want to do conversions in my head when it could just say 600. And I don't care about the centimeter part even. I just wanted to say 600. That's the thing. I don't care even about the centimeter part. I just wanted to say 600. Because that is the number that is, like, I don't want this to say minus, like, if I was to move this here from origin, I didn't want it to say minus 6.72 meters. I just want to say minus 672. Because that is the number that is there. Either way, I'm going to look into see where that is controllable. Because that as the first thing. Because... And I don't like the yellow line in general. I feel like it gets in the way, personally. But assuming that's editable, kind of understand my OCD. I just want things consistent. Like, I don't mind anything else pretty much there. But, you know, like, okay, just like hypothetically, imagine it just said, instead of centimeters and meters, it did inches and feet, and then yards. And you would just, you know the conversion, like you can just do that. But why, right? It's the same thing. There's no reason why it should have any other measurement by default other than Unreal units, which is what everything else is. Yes, Unreal units are centimeters, but I don't want it to do conversions when I'm moving things. I'm not the same. Well, imagine they were inches by default. Instead of centimeters, Unreal it was definitely inches by default. Same result. The point is, you shouldn't need to do any conversions in your head. So, simple as that. It's like, imagine when you rotate it, you would do radians, right? Why would I need to do have it display radians instead of degrees? And why are you making me do like in-head conversions, right? It's same problem. Good question. Not sure why it's like that. When you use 1 centimeter, Unreal should allow for just using their unit as an option. And you can't, no idea. I'm going to look for it. But genuinely, that is like extremely fundamentally to my core, I despise that. To my entire being. And I know that's a me thing. I'm not going to be like, oh... No, it shouldn't be. As long as there's an option somewhere to disable it and put it, because I don't care about even seeing it in general. As long as it's in the options. If it's not, I'm going to find a freaking plugin for a move thing that disables it or something, or have AI make one. I don't know. Learn C++ just to remove that. Like, I know all about that, Joe Sir. I know everything under the hood is centimeters. I don't care about that. I just wanted to display 600 when I move things 600 units. That's it. I don't care about anything else. I'm a simple man. I just want things consistent. My problem isn't the centimeter or meters. It's the fact that they're making me... If it said 600 centimeters, cool, whatever. I wouldn't care. But I want the number to be consistent. I don't want to do math in my head every time I'm moving something in an axis. That's it. That's my big gripe. Hey, Marcus, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you do well. All right, all right. Getting some animations in from yesterday. For most people, raise using meters, you need to do math. It's like talking to like, cool. I'm glad for you. This isn't. There's a giant part of the world that doesn't, including the people who made Unreal. Hey Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Two. I mean, okay, Joe, sir, do you have a problem with people using? Cool, I use it. If you don't like it, tough shit. I'm done with that conversation. Sorry. Okay. Effects. I need to get the same effects as. It's not basic wide. It's the is it basic wide? Yeah, I should be able to just copy this. And then, oh, I probably need to also copy the attack, honestly. Okay. So theoretically, that should now have the same attack. Let's find out. Weapons. We just got updated. Great sword. Okay, where's the heavy attack? Oh, oops. This should say B1. And now, oh wait, what? That's the light one. No. Oh, I was wrong section. This is weapon info. Right, that's why. Okay. Bam. Bam. Why is what going on the left one? Why is it? Oh no, it's not the left one. It's the bottom. It's the bottom left one that looks like this. Okay. You can import any character basically to MetaHuman in 5.8, and we'll try to fit a MetaHuman to it. I mean, it's cool. I don't know how useful it is, mostly because I don't use MetaHuman. So, I imagine it's useful. And I'm curious to know how far you can, push it. There we go. That's the direction. That's correct. Nice. The speed is actually pretty good. The speed is almost in line with the effect. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have now 1 and 2. So I think we're just missing now. Obviously, whatever we're going to be doing for all of these. I think for now, I'll just set up 1. And just like I have here, right, we'll just do 1 attack for all of them. And I think the only other one I'm missing is the hit. Oh, and okay, so we need 1 for these attacks and the spellcasting one. Also. Spellcasting one. Normally you have to go through Blender/ZBrush and conform your creature to the head and body separate. Now you can import it as a whole, so very quick for like elves or reptile humans, etc. I mean, I thought MetaHuman came with a whole bunch of sliders you just modify and tweak, but I guess that is more time than just snapping it. But then I guess it depends if you can modify it after the fact, because I imagine if you snap it all to the same character, then you're all gonna look the same, but as long as you can then continue modifying from there. Can you do, because you say elves, can you do like stylized creatures with MetaHuman? Can you do like a dwarf, an elf, and all that? You use it as DNA and interpolate between them. Oh, interesting. See, that's cool. I didn't know about that one. So you can give it a dwarf and an elf and just see what abomination it comes up with. I'm genuinely curious how far you can push it. Because one of the questions that came up during the stream was, can you make it like a goblin? Like, how far can you push it? How does it know? Also, at a certain point. Because what if you made it? What if you gave it like a rat? What if you give it a dog? What is it using to know? Only bipeds. Check Metapipe. Never heard of it. Okay, what if the biped is on its back, just, leaning down? Does it have to be now in A or T pose? Can it be posed already? These are the random questions that I have. Why do I have these questions? Because none of them are answered in the... You can definitely do non-human and metahuman? I mean, based on the name, I would assume not, but... Yes, we have this. So we have hit, and we have the spell projectile ones, which I'm using the same animation for all of them. It's fine. So spell projectile, hit, and all the melee attacks, or melee like special attacks. Okay. Let's. For the next one, let's do hit. Let's do hit next. I will say having to animate the hair and the fabric every time is a little bit of a pain, but seems like it's working. Oh yeah, how's the hold on. How's the cape and all that? It's probably moving too much, but it's honestly not bad. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to change. Here, on the idle, I need to turn off shuffle mode. This is actually bad. If true, the player will create a shuffle that will ensure that each entry gets played at least once before looping, which doesn't mean that it will do 1 2 1 2 1 2, you know, etc. I wanted to do basically that, but really you can go 1 2 2 1 1 2, right? It'll just do like double occasionally, and it looks ridiculous. I mean, this can also go like 5x now, so it's like there's no winning here when you only have 2 animations. But it is what it is. I feel like this kind of move, like I didn't want this animation multiple times, but now here's twice, 3 times. There's just no winning. 4 times, 5. Oh come on, 6 times in a row. Really? What's the chance of flipping a coin head 6 times in a row? God damn it. The point was I wanted to see that one less. Hold on. Oh, there's a chance to play. Hold on. Chance to play. 10. Oh, God. No. People need to stop doing a 0 to 1 for chance of something. Let me put a number in, like PCG. Let me say that this one's just 10 times more likely. Why are you making me do math? God damn it. Stop making me do math. Okay. This should be better. Cool. And occasionally she'll do the side thing. Might do like, I guess 0.2. Give it a little more chance. But I didn't want the other one to happen so much. I don't know. 0.4. See, like this is now like now I have to do math. Like this is now 0.4 out of 1.4, right? Which is now has a 28% chance to play. Instead of just saying 10 to 1. I'm a simple creature. Give me simple numbers. Yeah, don't make me do math. I don't want to do math. Dungeon Architect has the same thing. I don't like when you have like 10, 15 things and you need to you want to now have one thing be the most popular. Now you have to like go through every other one and then lower them. But you have to figure out like, well, how much are you going to need to lower them to be the equivalent of the new thing that you want more often? And it's just like a math headache. Packaging your game, nice. Well done. Hopefully the packaging goes well. I'm gonna assume it's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and load up the other project for the character that has the animations. So we can get... I don't remember if the hit is there. I think the hit is there. That one's not terrible. Okay, definitely not this one. Not this one. We can't have her move. Can't remove. Can't remove. I mean, to be fair, I could use them if I kept her feet in the same place, but it just wouldn't make sense. Perfect. Every time she gets hit, she just does this. What is this? Like, what is happening to you that this is the animation? I guess if you were falling down, you would be more sideways. Right? You would be horizontal because you'd be falling down. Perfect. Every time she gets hit, she gives a slow clap. Good job, you hit me. Congrats. Oh, it's a fist. It's like, okay, time for payback. This one? No, this is from the back? Wait. Is there really no better hits? I guess it's the only one that's called a hit. Is there a better... what would they call it? I don't... The problem is the animations here are named terribly. That's the main problem. Impact. That's a good one to search. But there would not be... See, like, the problem, again, is the name of these. It's like anim CR_W. CRW2 CRST_L. W_2_CRST_R. TH_loop. I couldn't tell you what any of them are. Those are idle ones. See, these are idle. Ideal. Okay, that kind of one. Well, that one makes sense. Some of them just don't. Packaging failed. Welcome to the club. There. Oh, do I not have a button? I don't have a button for it. Someone on Twitch can redeem it. I refuse to even make a button, I guess, for it. Something tells me I'm not gonna get it here. Oh, there's a whole section, get hit. So this is it. And the one that I liked isn't even in the get hit section. Extreme combat. I don't know what is happening. Whatever it is. What is... Just go feral or something? I mean, like... I could use that. Actually. Forward N_S_1.
Clock. Pausing so you don't watch me debug the same null reference for 3 minutes straight.
I mean, it doesn't need to be a big animation. I could just do that. The pose is just terrible. Oh, I wonder where I got the one I've been using. Like, what are these? Okay, it seems like that one that we found was the best one. Hit. This one. And she dabs, you know? Look, she dabs on you. See? Look at her dabbing. It's a perfect hit animation because she just dabs on you whenever you hit her. Perfection. Alright, once that's over, we'll go ahead and export it. Found your problem missing a plugin? How are you... What? Wait, what? But you're in the project just fine and it didn't... And everything's working fine, but it's complaining about a plugin for packaging? Why? I mean, if you don't need the plugins, you can disable it also. If you just go in your plugins, just turn it off if you don't need it. But I don't know why it would be asking you for a plugin if you're not clearly not using it. Okay. Hit. Trying to put your character into the Matrix City sample? Are you trying to package the Matrix City sample? Is that what you're trying to do? Then why would I complain about a... I mean, I don't know if the Matrix City sample is packageable, to be fair. It might not be. I can't say I've ever known anyone that did it, so I imagine it should be. Time for another program. How many programs do I have open now? 4? 5? You're mixing the city with your own game. I mean, careful, because the Matrix City is extremely, performance heavy. So, just keep that in mind. It's not exactly optimized for, like, great gameplay experience. I don't know why you export under... Oh, you import under Z but export under Y. That part doesn't make sense to me. Consistency. Easy. Okay, the hit should be faster, I imagine. How long should the hit be? Let's take a look. Hold on. I need to load up the other project. Have to jump between projects. Load it back up. I want to see hit. So hit is 12 frames here, but it's at 15 frames a second. Oh, it's at 30 frames a second. So this is actually yeah, 12 frames. 0.4 times 12. So it needs to be about 5 frames. Okay. Okay, we can make it 5 frames. How do we make this 5 frames? Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Okay, so I can remove these. Let's start with that. I can remove maybe one of these. It can start from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5. So really, right, because the first frame will basically be what you get hit, your pose. I can adjust the pose from here. I might move the arm kind of up to make more sense here. And then move them around to make more sense here. Let's do that. Also, let's go ahead and loosen the grip on some of the stuff. You're not even on the ground. I'll move the feet around after. And the arm is broken. Okay, and last one here. Let's get this. Natural. Okay. So let's move this hand up. You face more here. I mean, honestly, this pose is better than this pose. I don't know what's up with this pose. We can try doing this. And then sharp back and kind of recover. You can go away. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and fix up the arm a little bit. She's supposed to be holding, I think she's supposed to be holding a sword here. She's not going to be. Okay, let's put the feet on the ground. There you go. Get on the ground. Why is it okay, odd? I think the feet should be, at least one of them should be planted. It can slide, that doesn't matter. She got hit. I'll let it go. Is that fine? Hands and all that. It's fine. Okay. Let's do the hair and all that. Oh, I need to be on the right frame. That would help. Let's see. Grab and fix it. Further back. She's moving back, so this would go this way. Okay, and then here. Going a little bit back. 9 more tasks? You have 9 more things to do before the game's done? Nice. Almost there. That's gotta be exciting. That's gotta be a good feeling. Nine more times until it packages? It tells you tasks for packaging? I've never paid attention enough to notice. I have packaged many times and I've never noticed that it even has like a task list. Not a single time. Can I get away with just those 2? I think I can. Almost. I can almost get away with just those 2. But not in the front. Definitely not in the front. Just click show output log on the package. Oh, I've never clicked that button. I've never cared about the output log. Well, that explains why I've never seen it. I've never once looked at the output log. It's like, it'll tell me the problems afterwards if there's problems. I mean, if it failed once already, you know, it'll be faster the second time, at the very least. Well, assuming you fix the problem. Each time it'll be faster, which is good. Okay, so that's the hair. Next up is the cape. Let's start from here. Internet crash though? You don't need the internet to package. That's okay. Internet can crash all it wants. Although that is odd. I imagine you don't have a very powerful computer then. if you're having internet crashes during an Unreal package. Because it should have nothing to do with each other. Except just using resources. So I imagine you have not many resources in the computer then. In which case, I mean, it shouldn't crash. You should still just use however much it can. I believe there's options to limit the amount of resources. I believe they exist. I've never looked into them, but I believe they exist. Why is there no cut here, but there's a cut here? What is this thing? Oh, this is the thing I can always delete. Right. I just don't know what that is. You don't have a good modem, great computer, terrible modem, but bad modem shouldn't have anything to do with it crashing from a computer. Like, working hard. Use process lasso for stuff like that? Universal? What is process lasso? I've not heard of this. What that? Glorified task manager that automates performance. Instantly good runtime resource manager. How does that... Oh, hold on a second. How does that work? Because if you're rendering, is it just going to remove resources or something from it because it's using a lot? Like, how does that work? It sounds cool, assuming it works, like, perfectly. But something tells me it will not necessarily work perfectly. Okay, darn it. I did the wrong thing. I didn't hold shift. Undo, undo, undo. Shift. Now modify it. Oh, also, I have not actually saved this as a new thing. Save as. Hit. There we go. Now put this back down. Because there's times where I've been like, I want OBS to use more resources, like compared to Unreal. Like, so it always has enough resources for stuff. But in general, it controls what resources a task can use. They just integrated some GPU tasking, probably because of AI workflows. You can do that with process lines. Oh, that's pretty cool. Real-time CPU optimization and automation. You can even tell it to only use certain cores, like per app. I.e. old programs like certain cores, etc. I mean, that's pretty cool. That is definitely pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to use it. But I still think it's pretty cool. Use the free version for years, decide to finally contribute. Oh yeah, they have the free version is good, but based on the image, I assume paid only. The use process lasts aeons ago. We'll give it another try. Interesting. These days, I don't really need anything for it. Like everything is running pretty well. But back when I was using the fake green screen in OBS, and then when I go full screen in Unreal, would have performance issues in OBS. And that was fine in Unreal, but OBS would have issues. I don't know why. Oh, that should be like a really default, like, Unreal, default Windows behavior, where you just specify like, hey, have this program take priority, or like give it a priority. So if you could say like, hey, if this wants more resources, give it to this instead of like everything else. You can task manager? I tried. You can't. At least it didn't work. I know you can do like high, medium, low, but it didn't do shit. I tried everything, and then eventually I removed it. Now we're here. Yeah, that's Windows free, yeah. Well, I'll tell you this, I'd still rather be using Windows than any alternative. So Windows might be shit, but it's still the best shit I got. Fortunately or unfortunately, that's where we are. Just pretend she's dancing. Dabbing on you. Try Windows Millennium again? I used Windows Millennium one. I mean, like, not by choice. It was installed on my computer. I used XP Millennium. I didn't. I remember Millennium. The thing crashed all the time. Or like something would go wrong all the time. No one ever talks about Windows Millennium. But I at one point or another, I used it. Used everything from 98 to 11. Now I went like out of my own volition. Like once I had like my own stuff, I went XP to Vista to 7 to 10. I want to say. No? Did I go Vista? Did Windows 7 come out when XP was still alive? If I did, then I went from XP to 7. Okay, then I might have had gotten a laptop or something during that time that had Vista installed, is my guess. But I think I went then XP to Windows 7 to 10. And pretty much I move usually when I'm being forced to move. Start with DOS, then Windows 3.11. I mean, you probably start with cave paintings at that point. It's just as old. My goodness. See, this is why you like programming. Start with DOS. That's all there was. Us young whippersnappers. We like our pictures. Windows 7 might have been the best version of Windows. In some aspects, yes. But to this day, I think everyone that has used Windows XP misses the search functionality of Windows XP. So I think that one thing at the very least, I would say Windows XP still has. Windows Longhorn, you remember that? That the Vista codename? I don't remember that. But I don't think I was looking at it that close either. When they say the good old no longer supporting security updates, you move. I tend to move like a few months before the actual end of security updates. That's when I moved from 7 to 10. When they were like, okay, it's, and I think like maybe a little before, basically when they start announcing end of life, then I move. I will admit, if they announced like a Windows 11, depending on what it had, I might jump ship to it faster. Or sorry, Windows 12 or 13, whatever they're gonna name the next one. I might jump ship to it faster than because Windows 11 has issues. Like, I had to install a third-party tool to move my taskbar to the side monitor. My taskbar is on the left monitor, which is why you don't see it here. But my main monitor is this. This is my main monitor, quote unquote. And the only way I can have my taskbar on not the main monitor, which I've had since the beginning, is by installing a third-party plugin. Third-party tool. It's crazy to me. You use Power Toys? Do Power Toys let you move the taskbar? Taskbar modification is coming to Windows 11? I mean, about time. I mean, I already have it, so like maybe I won't then need to have it installed, but like it's not a big deal at this point. The thing that I use is, well, I don't even remember what it's called. I just have it running. Oh. Ah, yeah, okay, I can show you. This has a few other features, actually. So it's called Start All Back. And I can change the taskbar position. I can change, I can tell it to be like Windows 8 or Windows 7 style. I can change the size of the icons. I can make it have segments, dynamic transparency. The nice thing is it also has explore options. So I've set it to have classic context menus. So when I'm here and I right click, I get this, not the new Windows 11 crap. I just get this, which is like what I've been used to forever, right? So like, and you can do like Windows 10, Windows 7, like I don't really care. But yeah, you can change the taskbar. Like I'm fine with the Windows 11 like theme. There's also the full start menu. You can use an enhanced classic start menu. If I did that, I just want to show this. How far can I go before I grab a little piece of it? Look familiar? The chat won't let you talk about Windows NT. And I bet you if you typed NT now, it would be just fine. I don't know what it uses, but like you can like have it go like old school. I just use the Windows 11 one. But the point I'm trying to make is, yeah, I just use this app. It is free for like 3 months, and then it's like $35 or something. They ask for it, but it's been great. Allows me to move it, allows me to customize it. Really, the main thing is it gets rid of the stupid right click, like Windows 11 version. It gives me the normal one. And I'm able to move the taskbar. I can't have the taskbar aligned to the left. It's still aligned in the center, but something. No. Oh. I mean, it's just to use controls from a software, like not using my controls, but then you keep using the same context menu in Windows. But that's different. That's very different. So if you modify the taskbar to align left, would it not do that? Or does it break the app? Windows NT was great. And see, there you go. It lets you type it just fine. It's just YouTube is being YouTube. I don't remember. I tried doing that at some point. And there was a problem with it. I don't remember. I mean, I haven't tried it in like a year or plus. So, I don't know. Maybe it's fine now. At this point, oh, you know what it is? I could align it to the left, but for some reason, with this tool, at least at the time, the start menu would still open from the center, as though it was in the center, not as though it was on the left. That's what it was. I don't know if maybe it's been fixed since then. I haven't really tried it since, but at the time that's why I have my taskbar center aligned, not left aligned, purely because of that. It just really bothered me to have it clicking on the bottom left and having it appear in the middle. That one was weird. So I was like, okay, I'm okay with with that. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and we need to go here and load up the other project again. I mean, I'm tempted to try it, honestly. Hold on. It's in the taskbar settings. Is that where it is? Taskbar behaviors. Left. Oh, it's not letting me select left. Can I do it? Center task item. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. That works. Now it's on the left. Now it's left justified. So now I'm used to it being in the center. I've been using it in the center for so long. Now I'm like, now do I want it in the left? Like, shit. I don't know if I want it on the left anymore. Yeah, whatever. I put it back in the center. I'm used to it in the center now. It is what it is. Thanks for welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. There we go. Got him. Damn, dab, 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 dab. You get your center because they broke left alignment a while back. Yeah. It seems like I could do it now if I wanted to. But now I'm used to it in the center. To be fair, left monitor is far. So like, center is used to it. The one thing I wish it didn't. Oh, God. Thank you. Thanks for that, Flick. The one thing that here's the dabbing. Hey, Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. The one thing that I don't love about the center alignment is every time you open a new thing, right, it grows. Might be getting a job. Congrats. The pay is oof. I'm sorry. And the company is 4 months new. I mean, hey, as long a job is a job. Take it and then get some job experience. Been adding custom controller vibrations to everything in your game. Footsteps are a little much though. Oh yeah, footsteps probably shouldn't have custom vibrations, but that's cool. I probably should look into that at some point, but definitely not anytime soon. Yeah, I know they want Center to copy macOS. Yeah, like I know why they did it. It's not a secret. You let the dab definitely. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Yeah, especially when I was not on the right screen. It looks promising for growth. I mean, that's good. Do you have any vids on PCG graph interaction? As in using the data generated from PCG A graph into PCG B graph. Check out the my custom biome video. I think I even linked it to somebody in the PCG Health channel recently. My custom biome video has PCG biome splines and a PCG main graph, and I sent PCG to PCG, if I recall correctly. Vibrations are stupid simple. I imagine they are. The question is, like, I guess you can't detect a PlayStation controller, so you probably can't use the like advanced like PlayStation like force feedback stuff. You just add a force feedback event from input drop down, and then add intensity and time saves feedback. Then select the one you want. So it's called force feedback. Because I was imagining that the PlayStation one, right, when you like it becomes harder to press, that will be called force feedback, and this will be just rumble or something. You sure Unreal has the PS device SDK now? Whatever it's called these days. The thing is, Unreal cannot detect a PlayStation controller separate from an Xbox controller. So I'm sure it can detect it on the console, right? Just fine, because it just knows what the controller is. But as far as the computer is concerned, really, I think it's really the computer does not detect this specifically as a PlayStation controller being plugged in versus just a controller being plugged in. So like I have, I can use this if I turned it on. I could use this to like fly around and navigate and move because I have it set up with a third party program. But by default, you can't use it using the USB device ID. That's too advanced. No, you're talking things too advanced. It's not plug and play. He's using the Windows input plugin. In my case, I'm using the DS4 Windows. So it reads it just like a regular controller. This is a tutorial on YouTube how to make it work. Can I just plug in and unplug it and it'll just detect it? Well, the thing is, I have to plug it in through USB, right? I really want to plug it in through USB. I'll be honest. Thinking the native app by Sony. Oh, I have that. It's installed. Yeah, I have that app. It's installed. Doesn't help at all. Unreal didn't register it one bit. Not even a little bit. Yeah, I have it installed. Here, hold on. I don't remember what it shows, so give me a second. Oh, connect your controller because it's awful. Hold on, just turn it on. Oh, battery's dead. Never mind. Charge it. But yeah, I have that program installed. Didn't help. This game, you just made generic buttons that don't have letters or shape. Just general press this button because it's bigger and highlighted. Nice. I mean, hey, if it works, that's all that matters, right? Okay, let's bring in. Just open up. I wonder if you should make a Discord channel for stream links. I was actually thinking about that. The thing is, until you start posting stuff, no one has ever posted anything. So, but I was thinking about that. It might not be a bad idea to have a stream chat channel. Here. There you go. I made one. Great success. There you go. Oh, I'll change to the same kind of format as the other ones after. Does this have all of the stuff I need? It does. Okay, then we can use this. Am I blendering? Yeah, it's blendering. Blender. Good old Blender. Oh, I just realized I rendered the other one without turning off cast shadows. Ah, I have to redo it. God damn it. God damn it. They have a good blog article about PS5 controlling UE. The Steam controller walks to. Does it detect it as a PS5 controller specifically, or does it just detect it as a controller? Because I have it working as a controller, but not specifically a I have no way of detecting that it is specifically a PS5 versus an Xbox controller. If it can detect the difference, that would be cool. Yeah, scanning issues. Feels like you're on the cusp of truly understanding the GPU side of PCG. There's 2 videos left that you need to look at. I mean, understanding the side of GPU really is about understanding HLSL. Which is why I don't understand it. When you plug it in, I think Unreal knows. It doesn't. It does detect it as a PS5 controller. When you plug in your Xbox controller, it says connected device, Microsoft Xbox One X. Oh, mine's like a super old one. That only works plugged in at this day and age. It is extremely old. This is the original one that came with the original Oculus Rift.
Add time. Pausing before another. It works in the editor, but not packaged moment.
Yeah, that would be a shitty moment. You're something that you want to make a shirt mock-up in Unreal just to avoid AI? Because holy shit, you're annoyed. Wait, what? That's the one downside. They're uber lax on AI. So that also means that they expect you to use it? Yeah, use it. In the workplace, you're going to be using AI, most likely. Everyone's going to want you to use it, yeah. Be prepared for that. That's what I'm saying. Like, learning AI, if you want to have a job, is really good. Even though people give me crap for it. That is the reality, though. Where is it? Samda Studio. I see C++ here, my good sir. I see C++. I saw C++. Also, five-minute read? This is a 5-minute read? Am I that slow of a reader? I feel like this is a lot of stuff for 5 minutes. Yeah, look at the picture. See? Picture shows C++. Both of you to assume I read. Yeah. I was elected to lead, not to read. That's the one downside. They're uber lax. Oh yeah. It is better to let the user select the controller layout because there are lots of Chinese gamepads that are recognized as Xbox but have PlayStation layout. Oh yeah. In my game, Swatch Prop. You just specify what icons you want to display. And you can change them. It doesn't matter what you have plugged in. To be fair, because I don't have like a check for the controller anyway, so. If they were to avoid legalese, best to use the nondescript gamepad instead of explicitly saying Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. I mean, I doubt that would become an issue, but if I went to main menu, because of C++, it makes me feel like it's a long read. True and real. Under here, gameplay icons. So here I can specify if I want these icons, or these icons, which is PlayStation, Xbox, no, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. I want to say. Want to see that's the Switch. We just change the visual that appears. That's all. For Steam Deck, you could simply check if there's a Steam Deck environment variable. I don't have one of those, so it'll always return false. Unless you want to send me yours. I'll gladly take it. I'm curious if my game can run on a Steam Deck. Oh, it's because I wasn't here? Yes. You just add one in your user environment variable to mock it. No. It has to be the real thing. Real thing or nothing. We don't do imaginary here. Okay, well, I have to redo freaking this because I forgot to turn off shadow casting. God damn it. It's not even a long animation. Grumble, grumble, grumble. And all that. Yeah, go ahead and overwrite the files. It's fine. Okay, I believe this should have just updated it to have the correct ones. No. Yes, because that would be in shadow normally. Okay. So now I can export it the same way I did before. Just overwrite it. Thankfully, slide it. I think it remembers all the things. Yes, I'll save that. And I don't need to overwrite the normal. Normal is fine because it's exactly the same. So now let's go ahead and just re-import that real quick. You're fine. You're not going to be fine, if I recall correctly. Oh, you're okay. You're still saying no mip maps. Why did it not do no mip maps previously? I don't know. But there you go. That's better. Let's see it in context. Actually, we haven't looked at it in context. And you'll be happy to hear, Joser, that I now am using layer materials. I know you were asking about that a while back. There you go. Now I'm using layer materials. It's the whole place, all the environment is done with one texture. I'm using layer materials. Just for you. It was definitely done just for you. Nice. Oh yeah, absolutely, just 100%. You asked it that one time, and how could I not resist after that? Anyway, the Manny ones look so weird now. Okay, anyway, looks good, works well. Okay, back to you and fuck. I overwrote it. Nah. God damn it. The atmospheric effect looks good without too much depth of field. It's exactly the same where it was when you first started talking about it. In fact, it's 50 units higher. You remind me of early on. I was working on 21 Jump Street. I don't remember. Someone asked for like, I think it was 21 Jump Street, where they asked to make the dove's wings slower, and we didn't do that. In fact, we sped it up. We sped them up. We did the exact opposite of what was requested of us, and they liked it, and they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." It's like the surprise of that. So you spent at least 30 minutes doing the atmospheric shader? Yeah, that was when you were here. Very cool. It wasn't it was just to do the the fog in a post process because it was not, the actual fog was not working well with the toon shader, with the toon post process effect. Did I remove after that? Huh. It's the exact same one. Nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed in that regard. So you're confirming that it looks good. Oh, good. I'm glad then. Okay. That seems good. Seems like it fits. And as long as it fits, we're gonna be just fine. Oh god, it looks so creepy. The face looks so creepy when you turn on the shading. Look deep into the eyes. Look deep into her eyes. Like with shadows, at least like it somewhat makes sense, but without casting shadows, it's just so creepy. Okay, let's come here. You this is gonna be a hit. Anything else I need to do here before I render? I don't think so. The time range is correct. Not casting shadows. We're good. I think it's one of the smallest, if not the smallest, sequence that I've done. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dab, 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 dab. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so now, yeah, that's all we need to do. Export! 40 frames, wow. That is definitely the smallest that I've done. We're actually gonna get 2 things done in like 1.5 animations finished in one stream. You try to convert a metahuman into a cow, the result is hilarious. I want to see. I want to see the abomination. You should post it in the new Stream Chat Discord channel. Sounds like bull to you? Take it. I sigh, but I love dad jokes. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That's fine. Why did it not export for Jason? Oh, now it did. Okay, odd. Send. Well, I mean, the nice thing is 5.8 does allow you to conform the metahuman to any shape you want. Even this abomination, if you really wanted to. I really like how it positioned the eyes in the right place, positioned the mouth in the right place. The nose is a little bit distorted. You know, the clothes don't quite fit, but, you know, overall, it's surprisingly good. Right, people don't have horns, so you couldn't do the horns, but, you know, it's pretty good. All things considered, it's pretty good. Why is it angry? Oh, I guess it kind of looks angry here. Leatherface really let himself go. You need to edit the marker points to improve the results. How much experience do you have with this? You sound like you already used like this a ton. I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Could be refined further with more transfer points, yeah. Oh no, I don't know who Leatherface is at all. I assume some horror movie guy. You love it, it's awful. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Burn it with fire. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah. Based on the name, it sounded right. There's a reason why you build UE from GitHub every night. Every night. What is your hobby, Joser? Do you have hobbies? Where's your hobby? Freaking compiling and building Unreal every night. Should work pretty well for humanoids, though. I mean, considering it worked relatively well for a cow. I mean, yeah, I imagine so. You build that maybe once in a blue moon where you need to access a C++ class to make something custom. Yeah. But then there's people like Joser. You shared this with some friends, they're gonna love it. I'm making a short of that. Thanks for the short. That abomination's going on YouTube. It's great. It takes 15 minutes and then you can check all the latest updates. Yeah, but it's constantly changing. I got so like even I get so much shit sometimes for like taking a look at something before the full release. If then you and here you are checking things out before the pre-release. It's not fair, is what I'm saying. People need to lighten up. You need to make a BP function library that had access to an AI controller to get internal access to perception, to adjust it at runtime. Because natively, for some ungodly reason, Unreal cannot change perception at runtime. How does that? How does a blueprint interface help with that? Or blueprint function library help with that? You don't trust Unreal's pushes enough to rebuild every night? Sounds dangerous. I mean, as long as you're not doing it for your actual project in a separate place, I think it probably doesn't matter. And you're just doing it for like testing things? I imagine it doesn't really matter. Yeah. It gains access to the perception component and directly sets the sight hearing as needed directly. But why do you need it to be in a blueprint function library? Or that was just a convenience thing? That cannot be done natively at runtime in Unreal. But why does a blueprint function library allow you to do that at runtime? That's the part that I don't understand. I understand you can control it, but why? Just eating a lot? Oh, I guess in a sense it does look like that. You guys do it for testing. For real work, you use official releases? Do you guys not use a custom, custom Unreal version? I wouldn't put it past you guys to use a custom Unreal version. Don't need access to other classes, just the one AI perception AI controller. Hey, as long as it works, that's cool. I don't use any perception stuff, so for me, I can't even like test it to see like how that works. I used to have perception, and then I took an arrow to the knee and I had to remove it. Oh, you did fork. You do have a custom build. Okay. Just going from this to this. It does look better. So they can work with any IA perception or IA controller because it's a blueprint functional library. I mean, you could have just had it be a blueprint interface, I assume, and work with any. As long as it works, all that matters. You're pushing to have those updates in modules / plugins. I mean, that would make it easier for sure. You have a custom 511 fork that specifically uses a JSON plugin for cooked assets to be imported into it and uncooks it. This is before an SDK was made. And specifically to mod Stalker 2 before it was official. I mean, I don't know what uncooking an asset does or how that works. What is a cooked asset versus an uncooked asset? Trying to think. What's a cooked asset? Whatever it is, it's already in Unreal. So you have. No, yeah. My brain's not clicking. Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, Leo. You still need to set up the function in every one of them. Yeah. Nope, it doesn't work how you think. I mean, I didn't think so. That's yeah, that sounds about right. Nothing ever does. Don't loop the animation. Cooked is the result after build. You can't just reuse those assets. Yeah, that's why I was a little confused about it being like an actual Unreal version, because my understanding was then you put it into Unreal, but if you put it into Unreal, then obviously you would have it, all the files then. So. Clearly that's not the case. Let's go get ourselves hit in the face. Let's get punched in the face. The compression is what kills the sharing of assets also. Also the data offsets of the asset. So you have to make a script that had those offsets, etc. Finally fixed a code bug. Took 2 days, jeez. You know what a great suggestion? A great way of easily fixing code bugs? Just do it all in Blueprints, then you have no code bugs. Oh, right, I'm not going to see the animation because that's now the stun animation. And I'm not going to get stunned unless I find the one enemy that stuns. Where is he? This guy. I need him to hit me. Okay, I need him to hit me in a way that I see. Oh, does he? No, he's elite. Oh, but he needs to get me at the end. I need him as a champion. God darn it. What are the chances of me fighting him as a champion? Low. The custom fork allows the use of materials, but their native SDK breaks custom materials. It makes no sense. I mean, they just didn't want to allow custom materials. That looks pretty good. I love these bricks. I realize that a lot of this is coming from the fact that it is one, soft, and two, has edge variation. They do. We can't figure out why they break. So what you're saying is everyone's a dum-dum. Oh, here we go. Oh, but you're not an elite. You're not a champion. Oh, here we go. You. That's what I was looking for. You. Here. Hit me. Okay, I didn't see shit. There we go. Yay, played. Yay, played. Okay, cool, it works. They're certainly smarter than you. Yeah, but clearly not smart enough to figure it out, is what I'm saying. Based on what you're saying, that clearly is the case, right? Don't worry, I don't actually think that. Or do I? It's okay, even you are smarter than me, so. I'm even below that. Has to do with packaging. I mean, packaging breaks so many things. Like, when, as one of my, right, now ad break thing says, when something works one way in editor and another way in a package build, it's the worst. Because finding out why is pretty much impossible. You just have to like, just try something, a different way of doing whatever the problem thing is. Because if you find out why, it's not like you'll be able to do anything about it. You just gotta do it a different way. You add the Vsauce sound as a button. I'll be honest, I've never watched Vsauce. And until like maybe a year or two ago, I didn't even know Vsauce was science stuff. Which I think he's a science guy. So... and I know he's an OG on YouTube, so that... yeah... Editor slower, so things take slower. See, I would understand the opposite being the problem. Like, I would feel like if things are slower, I would feel like, oh, well, things are not happening fast enough, so things aren't loading fast enough, so things will break. Because I feel like if things are going faster, I'm like, okay, we'll just wait for the thing to like be good. Either way, it's a wish for me to have some kind of debug for things like that. I know it's not really possible. Be nice. Well, we have 2 animations left. What? 2 in a row? Son of a... You know what? Screw you. No. 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 Go back to the idol. They're going down to 0.3. See, I don't know what. One, two. Why is it 2 in a row again? 0.2. I know there's a chance for it happening at some point, but I just want it to be like. Three, 4. Hold on. Wait. Maybe the problem is me. Is idle 2 the one I'm thinking? Yeah, idle 2 is the one I'm thinking of. Okay. It did 4 times in a row with 0.2. So that's a 5-1. Ten to 1. Two. Why? Why 2? Why does it always do 2? It's so hard to get it. And when you get it, it's, for whatever reason, twice in a row. Come on. Okay, get it already. There you go. 1, 2. Why? Why is it always 2? Before you ask, yes, I have the min and the max set to 1. The other one has set to 1 to 5 loops. I don't even have shuffle mode on, which would be forcing them to play potentially twice in a row. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. It's fine. Does idle 1 have it? Oh, like as part of the animation? No. Idle 1's just this. Idle 1 is just this, and idle 2 is right the step, but it's once. It's not a double step, as you can see by this. Right, it's just a single step. And I guess we also need to update this animation. So we actually have to do 3 animations left. To update this idle, just with the hair and cape. I mean, honestly, I might just kill this one. You know what? Screw it. Just killing it. That's it. Only idle. It doesn't matter. Done. That's our idle. I don't need variety. Screw it all. It would be the smart thing for me to have done is to have chosen a direction and then made multiple animations based on the direction, but I can't bother. Right, so the wind's blowing this way, and when I go here, it's still blowing this way. I can't be bothered for that one. Because then you can't render the same animation as 8 directional. You have to actually set up 8 animations and just... I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that one. Okay, well, 2.5. Well, I guess no more half. We're not doing idle 2. Screw that one. Unless I get some other ones that are actually more interesting, then we'll do those. But that's for the redesign. Let's change the story that Wind follows the characters for makeup reason. The character is also the god of the wind, and really only looks good when blowing from a certain direction, and they're very vain about it. Is that the word for it? And so they will always want to make sure the wind is always blowing from their left to their right, no matter which way they're facing. That's it. We'll put it into the lore. You believe it? Good. I mean, or maybe the god of the wind, the god that controls wind, is just in love with this character, and so they really whenever they go around to look at the character, they always want to see them from a certain side, which makes the wind blow in that direction, because they keep looking around to have a good view at her. That's also an option. You can go with that direction. Yeah, just have a good one. Thanks, Soundbite. You know, there's options. Or we change the wind to just always blow up, and we just have the all of the fabric and cloths always facing up, and we'll call the god of wind a pervert. That is also an option. It's an option. You know, I'm not saying it's the best option necessarily, but I think it's an option. If the wind blows down, you can do higher jumps. Don't you mean if the wind blows up, you can do higher jumps? If the wind blows down, it's like more gravity, right? You can blow up. Yeah, so if we have a perverted wind, then we get more jumps. The only problem here, Joser, is there's no jumping in the game. It was removed quite a while back. So, yeah, I used to have jumping in the game. I used to have blocking in the game. I used to have also rolling in the game, like a dodge roll. All of those mechanics have been removed. Can't jump now, you can't dodge roll, and you can't block. Now you can only dash. What's next I'm gonna remove? I'm gonna remove running next. No more running around. Screw it all. You're standing in place. Tough times for her. Why can't you dodge roll? Because I had a dodge. So I had a dodge and a roll. So the dodge was just distance and speed, and a roll was slower and kept you like close by. And there's just no reason for it. It was too slow. So it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe learned something. I don't know what there is to learn here, honestly. You're smarter than me. But nevertheless, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you all for tomorrow, Friday. Yay, it's Friday tomorrow. I just remembered. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.